How was today?
It was great.
What did you do?
It was interesting, yeah.
We walked and like carried the hand carts, and then we got here and we set up our tents.
We what? How did that go?
Good.
It was good.
Time
My pa
consuming.
brought extra steak, so our tent looks perfect.
How did you know how to do it?
He just knows how to
They
do
went
everything.
to the Mom Pa Trek to practice.
He knows everything. He brought like an axe.
Yeah.
All prepared.
Sounds like a cool pa. How do you like your family so far?
I
I like them. They're nice.
Yeah?
My siblings are great. And so is my mom. I love my mom.
That's cool. What do you hope to get tomorrow?
I hope that while we walk, it goes shorter, because the 3 miles today felt like a long time.
Okay.
Woke up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah. Rode in a car, slept the whole time, and then we walked. And
For 3 miles.
For 3 miles, and we stopped.
I feel like we'll be more prepared tomorrow for things that are gonna happen on the trail and like with setting up our tents and stuff.
Okay, so guys, tell me how you enjoyed Trek today.
It was hard work.
What was hard about it?
The
Walking.
sand and the rocks.
What did you like the most?
The river.
The candy that my mom and pop brought.
So how did you like getting up this morning?
Well, that was the most miserable thing ever. I woke up to being yelled at.
So tell me how it was crossing the river.
It was absolutely incredible. The spirit was so strong there.
Have you been interviewed before? Do you want me to get somebody else?
Nope. Tell me what your favorite part of Trek was today and why.
I really liked going through Martin's Cove. I thought it was really cool that I was able to feel the spirit because we were all super quiet and walking through there. And I'm just really grateful that she walked through and was a part of the hand cart company so that I could be here today.
My favorite part was probably when I was about like halfway through the river crossing, and just like thinking back and trying to picture myself 150 years ago, and trying to picture like what I would be doing at that time and like how I'd be feeling and stuff, and just knowing that like my ancestors went through that exact river and they crossed that when it was super freezing outside, and just the blessings that I have that they're able to do that so I could be here today, and just being able to reflect on that, I thought that was super cool.
Definitely having kind of like a sliver of what they went through and like just how much they had to put in and how much faith they had to have. That's really been amazing and like eye-opening.
I really liked the women's pool. It was such a spiritual experience and it's just awesome.
My favorite part was probably when we got into the water, because all day it was super hot and everyone was kind of down. And when we got to the water, everyone kind of perked up. We were all happy, and it was fun to like look because there was a bridge, and when we were standing on the bridge, everyone was just playing and smiling. And you could feel a spirit, even though we were kind of like crazy and stuff. But you could really feel a spirit when we were playing in the water.
They went around asking people who wanted to carry me, and 2 guys volunteered. And so they like did the basket thing, and they carried me across, and then they like set me down, and this guy came up and like just picked me up and carried me back to my wagon thing. So
what was that like to be carried across the river like the pioneers were?
I felt like bad for them, but I also felt super grateful because like I at least got to experience something. I didn't want to just like sit there and not do it. So
I like the part when he did the blessing, the priesthood blessing, and when the wind came, it felt like Heavenly Father, he touched our hearts, and I could feel his presence and blessing us at the same time, and I could feel his love.
I think what we did today at the River Creek Hollow was, and especially the story about the 11-year-old carrying his 5-year-old brother.
When I first thought of asking faith, I thought of like everyday problems that I go through. But now that I've gone through this Trek experience, it really means a lot more to me. because, you know, everybody knows about the pioneers. It didn't seem like too big of a deal to me. But now that, you know, we've learned a lot more about them and we've kind of gone through a portion of what they went through, it means a lot more to me because it was kind of showing how much faith that the pioneers had and how much they had to rely on faith and asking faith.
Because the pioneers weren't much of a reality to me before, but now I actually understand a little of what they went through, and it also helped me to understand Jesus Christ, especially at Rock Creek Hollow, where President Jones told us that it was hallowed ground because Jesus had walked there. That was really cool for me to have the pioneers connected to Jesus Christ and how he was proud of them and how he's proud of each of us. So that really strengthened my faith.
How's your Trek experience been?
It's been great. I like how our family bonded and it was awesome.
Are you gonna miss your family?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get home?
Probably shower.
If you could describe Trek in one word, what would it be?
Life-changing. I guess that's two, sorry. Let's see. Quintessential. My favorite experience was going to Martin's Cove and also seeing Devil's Gate in the distance because that's where my ancestor buried her husband before finishing her way to the Salt Lake Valley.
Just realizing that all of the trails we went on were actual trails that the pioneers went on and actually walked through. I think that was really cool because like you're actually walking on the trails that they had to walk on.
Okay, it's the last day. How do you feel?
Emotional.
Why?
Because I made great bonds with my new family that I love. And to watch their spirits and their testimonies grow has been awesome. So say goodbye is going to be really tough.